All right, man. UFC 318 ended like 5 days ago. Filming this on I think today Friday, so it's a little late. But overall, man, it was a really good card. Did decent on predictions. Um, but this is a very very hard card to predict. Um, but let's just get started. We had Judice by decision. Um, Obviously, that didn't happen. She got a late TKO in the third. Really good fight. Judy showed that she was definitely the better striker. She had good takedown defense. And the fight kind of went exactly how I thought it would, man. She had Louisiana plot armor. Um, and then she clutched up for the Bayou, man. Because we needed it after that main event. We needed it. But Judice really impressed actually. She looked really good. She looked really good. I think that she could be a problem in the flyweight. I think you could give her I don't think a ranked opponent just yet, but I think someone up there who's close, around that 15 to 20 range. I think that'd be a perfect matchup for her. Next fight, Bruno Ferreira, man. I told y'all this was not a good matchup for McVeigh at all. McVeigh looked flat out there. He wasn't throwing much. And Bruno Ferreira set up the arm bar perfectly. Perfectly. Grabbed that arm and then he did some kind of maneuver and he just set it up perfectly, man. It was really good. Really impressive by Bruno Ferreira there. Um, and I think what's next, McVeigh. You give him a worse opponent than Ferreira. He's got to prove something. He's got to show us that he can actually get in there and outstrike, because that's what he wanted to do that fight. And Bruno Ferreira looked better on the striking, looked better on the ground, and like I said, he set it up better anyway. So, all right, and then Ryan Spann, man, we knew Ryan Spann was my lock of the night. I thought by money line was going to be the way it was going to happen. Pre-fight odds, they were good. You could have made some money. You know, you could have put up 100 on Spann, probably got 140. I think that's how that works. But that was a lock. Should have bet more money on Ryan Spann because I knew this was how it was going to go. Because Brzezinski's just not good. He's not good. He's not good at all. But next fight, mate. Jimmy Crute. We all knew Jimmy Crute was winning this fight, bro. Jimmy Crute submission in the by armbar. Almost took his arm off if he didn't tap. Could have, didn't, but Jimmy Crute looked good, man. After those past couple draws, he needed a good win. He needed a certified win for his name, and he got it. He looked good. Yo, Dulatov, man. Next up, Dulatov. Dulatov looked really, really good. Um, he was a Versace model, switched to MMA, and switched to fighting, and he looked good out there. I think Islam Dulatov is going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem for the welterweights. I can't think of any off the top of my head to match him up with, but like Judice, I think you give him a person the 15 to 20 range. Let him show something, because he looked good. Adam Fugit, what's next for Fugit? I don't know, man. I don't know. Fugit, we all knew Fugit was losing the fight. But, man, yeah. It was and let me just say, these prelims were great. All of these fights were good. All of these were round one finishes besides the Judice fight, and the Judice fight was a brawl. It was good. It was a really good fight. So the early prelims were great. Great. Some of the probably the best early prelims of the year. And it was awesome. They really stepped it up for a main card that wasn't great on paper. And they stepped it up, man. They did good. All right, next fight. Yo, we all knew Gautier was winning this fight, bro. We all knew. This man is a menace, bro. He's a big puncher. He looked like Ngannou out there. He did. He has one punch power. And he looks like a good upcoming prospect in the 185 division. I really want to see him test himself against someone who's not on the ground, but I'd like to see another good striking match for Gautier. Just such a good fight, man. Such a good fight. Gautier's so good. I think he's going to be a problem. I really do. All right, man. Francisco. And then we got all these right, by the way. Francisco Prado. I thought he lost the fight. I did. I thought he lost 29-28 to not even try it. But he looked flat-footed. He wasn't throwing as much as Vertikov was. He was doing good. He threw leg strikes, body strikes, head strikes all around. Prado did good on the takedown attempts. A little. I mean, he was good at controlling some rounds if he needed it. But overall, man, he just wasn't striking as much, throwing as much as he should have. And that's really the main reason he lost this fight. But this is our first one we got wrong. So 6-1 in the day, not too shabby so far. Yo, this Brendan Allen, mate. Brendan Allen clutched up for Louisiana, fellas. They clutched up for the Bayou. We needed a Bayou win, and Brendan Allen gave it to us. It was a good fight. Brendan Allen just looked dominant, man. He did. I didn't see any round that he lost. I'm not gonna lie. I think the 29-28 is kind of crazy, but I thought it was a 30-27 all around. He got takedowns we needed to, and he just controlled the fight. He was controlling the pace at all times. He was always moving forward, always off his front foot, and he looked good. Brendan Allen can go. Brendan Allen can fight up. I think he's probably. I can't think. I don't even know what to give him to, but he looked good. Who could I rank him up in middleweight division? I'll come up with a name later, but just look good. And Vittori didn't look that bad either. Vittori did not look that bad either. And I think these guys got a fight of the night. I don't know. I mean, I saw Max and Dustin were complaining about it, but who really cares, bro? They both have so much money. Give it to Brendan Allen and Vittori. So 7-1. Kyler Phillips versus Vinicius Oliveira. I picked Kyler Phillips here. He did not win. It was a unanimous decision by Vinicius Oliveira. I think I had it 28-29. I think Kyler Phillips won the second round. No, first round if I'm not mistaken. He threw more. He was landing more. He had a little more impact on the strikes. They did more damage. But Vinicius was just all around the better fighter that night, and it showed. There's not really much to say there. Vinicius just looked good. He did everything. He had legs, body, like one up, one body, one head, countering. Combos were crazy. But yeah, Vinicius looked good, man. In the bantamweight, I wouldn't be mind if you give him like a Songy Dong next. I don't know if he has any. I don't think Songy Dong's fighting, but I think Vinicius could even win a matchup like that. He's gonna be a problem in this bantamweight division. I don't think I don't think he's gonna be like a title contender. I just don't think he's that. I don't think he's that good, but he's pretty good. And overall, man, these prelims were great. They were really good. So I think we went 8-2, if I'm counting right. Yo, who saw this coming? Who saw this coming? I did not. Michael Johnson just went out there and beat the brakes off Daniel Zellhuber. Beat the brakes off of him. Zellhuber was a minus 900. This is a parlay ruiner fight right here. Yo, Michael Johnson just looked good. He was throwing more. Zellhuber did not like what Michael was throwing at all. He did not like it. He was flat-footed. He was not throwing as much as he should have. And Michael Johnson just looked good. He had that power back in him. He rocked Zellhuber a couple times. And I think it was 29-28. That's what I scored the fight. But man, what a good fight. It was a really good fight. Striking matchup. It's always good to see. I know I was hating on Michael Johnson before the fight, but it's always good to see Michael Johnson get in the win column. He's just entertaining, and I'd like to see Michael Johnson prove himself, prove that he's not Ankh yet, and prove that he could strike with some of the best in the division. I think give him another upcoming prospect, someone that, I think give him an upcoming prospect, someone that can strike, and see how good Michael Johnson really is now. See how good he really is, and see how comfortable he still looks in the ring after all this time. But another 29-28 unanimous decision. I told y'all so, bro. I told y'all. Dan Ige only wins against unranked opponents. And Patricio Pitbull is a really good. He's probably he's Bellator GOAT, best person to ever come out of that promotion. And he did good. He was dominant everywhere, outstruck him everywhere, and just Lee looked good. He was really patient the first round, and I think he was really just trying to get a read on Dan Ige and see what he was trying to do. But I think it was a good fight. I mean, it was kind of boring, probably the most boring fight of the night so far. But this was another one we got right. So I think we were 9-3, if I'm not mistaken. I think 9-3 sounds about right. No, I think we're 8-3. But yeah, that was another upset. It's gonna be a main trend in these cards. In this main card, you will see it was unbelievable. Another pick we got lost. This was a parlay ruiner for mine. I did not think D-Rod was gonna come out here and show that kind of toughness and striking that he did. This was a really good fight. Daniel won I think it was the first 2 rounds. But I got something to say for Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland, man, he had Rod on the ropes. Rod was dead. He could have killed him, and he didn't. He just, I don't know what he was doing, man. Rodriguez was rocked, bad, absolutely rocked, and Kevin Holland did nothing about it. Nothing about it. Rodriguez just looked good. He looked good, and the welterweight division is pretty stacked right now. Obviously, I don't think D-Rod is going to come anywhere close to a title contention shot or a title eliminator bout, but still, if Rodriguez puts up fights like this, man, he's going to be an exciting fighter, and if he gets matched up stylistically well, he could be a guy that the UFC relies on. Because I think that Rodriguez wants to fight on short notice again. He wants to get up there and fight maybe 2 pay-per-views, 3 pay-per-views. I mean, I think you do that. I think for the UFC, I think you give Kevin Holland another shot. I don't think you really punish Kevin Holland for a bout like this. I still think you give him somebody who's up there in the rankings. Again, I can't think of him off the top of my head, but just you don't give him a nobody. You give him someone who's decently well, and who he can beat, but who he can also match up well against and have a tough fight, but also win. This was also another one of my parlay beaters, man. We got this one wrong as well. Paulo Costa, bro. This was unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie. This was unfortunate. Kopilov just did not look good. He looked pretty terrible out there. I'm not even gonna lie. He was not throwing at all. Like flat-footed. That's something you're gonna see like a lot. A lot of these unanimous decision losses by the people on the main card, they all just looked flat. They were not throwing. They were not liking what they were seeing. And the unks of this card surprised everybody. Paulo Costa looked like that was prime Costa out there. Prime Costa. If this was not the same Paulo Costa who fought Sean Strickland at 302. This was not the same one. Not at all. But you got to give it to Costa, man. He had a good fight. He did really well. And I think you give him a good matchup. You give him someone around that 5 to 10. See if he's really still got it. But what a fight this was. It was a good fight. Kind of. I mean, I wouldn't say it's boring. It wasn't really boring, but one of the weaker fights compared to most. But Costa just proved himself, and I had it 30-27. I don't think Kopilov won a round. I don't know what judge they gave that one, what round they gave him that, but it was 30-27 in my eyes. Main event. What a bummer this was, but I thought. Maybe I'm just being biased. I thought it was 2-2 going in the 5th. I thought Poirier won the third and fourth round. I I thought he did, and this was a banger. It was an absolute classic. Should have got fight of the night, but like I said earlier, Brendan Allen and Vittori put on a banger on the prelims, so I don't mind them giving it to him. I know Max is complaining. Max was complaining about it, but who really like? You got your payday was incredible in this fight. 50 G's is not gonna change much. But this was a really good fight. This fight was spectacular. Um, I will say Max looked good. Max was throwing way more than Dustin. You know, Dustin's more of a counter puncher. And he really just couldn't. Dustin just could not get a good counter for Max this fight. Max was just being all around dominant. I mean, he was throwing like 5-6 punches at a time, and they were so quick. Dustin just could not do anything about it. There was nothing he could do. I don't think we give Max. Please, UFC, do not give Max Ilya right off the bat. Banger fight. Max looked really good at lightweight at 155, but do not do that just yet. Do not do that just yet. But man, we all thought Dustin had that guillotine in. I knew it wasn't enough time in the round for Max to tap after he got him rocked in the second. But it was. I know why he went for it. I know it would have been majestic, like I said in the prediction video. I thought it was gonna be. I had Dustin by guillotine in the fourth. I just thought it was gonna be majestic if it happened. It would have been perfect timing, just perfect to send him off. But it did not happen. But man, Max looked good. Dustin did not look old either. People are saying that Dustin looked old in that fight. Dustin beats 50% of lightweights still. Like of the ranked lightweights. He beats almost everybody in that division besides the top 5. So, I really don't want to hear anything from the fans. But overall, man, this card was great. It was a very nice send-off. Actually, no. What was Lil Wayne doing there? Lil Wayne did not. I thought Lil Wayne was going to be singing. But nah, he didn't. It's whatever. But this was a great send-off for Dustin. It was a great card. Louisiana was great. The crowd was into it. Every time Max landed a strike, the crowd was booing. The boos before the walkout was hilarious. And Dustin's retirement fight it didn't go the way he planned, but he got a great send off, a great video after the fight. Max showed a class act by letting Dustin speak. Just a little quick call up for Ilya, and then he let Dustin speak, which was amazing. Show a class by these two fighters, and overall, man, this was just great. As a Louisiana man myself, I really enjoyed this card. I enjoyed just watching the previews of, like, the pre-fight show, the weigh-in show, how they were just, giving props to Louisiana, the culture, all of that showed, and I think it was good. I think they could come back, and probably not next year, but I would say probably 2 to 3 years they're going to come back to Louisiana doing their card because it was great. Even if it wasn't for Dustin, man, this card would have this crowd would have been good. They would have been into it, and I think they showed because I think this is the first pay-per-view that UFC's had at Louisiana. So they were there, they were loud, and man, this was just a great card overall. Out of 10, on paper this card was like 7.2, but it delivered probably 8.5. It was a really good fight. All the fights were good. The worst fight of the card was Dan Ige versus Patricio Pitbull, and that was not even a boring fight. It was not even a boring fight. It was still a good fight. But all right, so let's see the predictions. All right, we 1, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, 6-1, 7-1, 7-2, 7-3, 8-3, 8-4, 8-5, 8-6. So overall, man, did not do that great. It was really the main card that just screwed us. It screwed everybody. No, if you won money off this card, bro, I'd be surprised. Because Costa did not have that on my bingo card. D-Rod did not have that on my bingo card. Michael Johnson, when he did not have that on my bingo card. It was rough for those 3 fights. They were just massive upsets. Like massive. Some of the biggest in UFC history. Probably, those are 2 of the biggest upsets this year. This year alone. And they were on the same card. So, but I give props to them, man. They both look good. Michael Johnson looked good. D-Rod looked good. But, man, it was a good card. Video coming out about Abu Dhabi this weekend. That's going to be a banger. Whittaker versus DeRitter. Really stacked pay-per-view. But that's going to be it for the video, man. Peace.